Oh, here's the Alfred and O'Connor Lotus facing the wrong way. And meanwhile, at turn 9, no! Morgan Haber. He goes into the side of Kelly in the 20.
Replay. Oh, this is the incident up at turn 4.
It's Weeks up the inside of McLaughlin. Oh dear.
He was a fair way up there, but they've had...
Are we going to get a green flag? We do. The race will be on. And away goes Antunes. Tony Quinn, second in the championship last year, will be up the inside. Is he going to be brave enough to go there? No. Oh, Antunes goes barreling over the curbs. And Paul Kelly hard into the fence. And the Ferrari gets cleaned up by the 650S as well. A massive pile-up in the centre chicane. Hovey's Ginetta's in there. The second of the Ferraris is involved as well.
Steve Johnson's in there as well. Tony Wall's in the McLaren.
Paul Kelly came bouncing over the curbs. Wall is there, obviously, to stop people from having a head-on, or the tyres are there to stop people from having a head-on with the concrete. That is a massive impact still. And there's only one place that this Ferrari is going, and that's into the traffic.
Tony Walls was the first one onto the scene here, and as the Ferrari flicks back out, makes contact with the 650S, and then obviously the road's now blocked.
Oh, got him right in the right rear.
Peter Fitzgerald, big impact to the front of that Audi there. Steve Johnson behind is trying to go to the other side of it to see if he can get around, but unfortunately there's no room there either, and Stevie J was just an innocent victim, as so many were in this incident. You can see Michael Hovey there in the background. He sustained damage to the front of his vehicle as well.
Massive impact as the Ferrari digs into the right rear. And did the objective McLaren dig in on the left side as well?
Well, you can't help but be excited. Round 2 of the Australian GT Championship.
The grass at 230 k's.
Going head on into the concrete wall, so that's down at turn 11. I dare say the safety car may have to be brought out again to get that car out. And here's a replay of it.
Oh no, never going to pull that up. The tyre wall doing a great job. Unfortunately, it's going to conceal him in there. Listen to this.
Yeah, it's almost, I mean, look, it wasn't an ABS.
Goes to Nathan Antunes.
John Lester coming across the line there in... So there's contact, this car's spinning. That was for James Kandura, so that was probably for Max Twig. Wanted to try and find a way through on Kevin Weeks, and hasn't quite got. He's got fairly way in there. Bit of contact. Kevin Weeks has turned in, and that certainly turned Kevin around, who was leading the trophy class. So that's certainly going to find himself in the wall only in 2 laps into the race.
The Lexus safety car would come out one.
26.8. So whilst this morning we were a little bit off the pace in that cool weather at 28.1. Oh, we got one in...
That's Denya, and that's straight into the wall down here on the run down to turn 7. Cold tyres.
What you're trying to achieve, and this is obviously the accident that's happened here. This is the...
Simon Ellingham, who's teamed up with Warren Luff this week in his spins. Now watch Antunes come through here at maximum speed.
And what we know is the red flag's out at this stage, so Nathan Antunes probably needs to have a good look at that.
Whoa.
And understand where he's gone wrong, because that could have been very ugly.
This is on board from Antunes, so red flag is to the right there coming through. Listen to this.
Yeah, it was. There's a bit of dirt, dust, and I'm sure an underwear change for that one, because that would have definitely got his attention. But as you pointed out, it passed 2 red flags there to as he arrived at that. So that's really something Nathan Antunes probably has to have a look at.
So Ellingham was in the McLaren sandwich here. Now watch in a minute. To the right-hand top of screen, you'll see the Squirk Beechwood Homes entry come through. Here it is. He's committed, hasn't seen the reds, and just goes between Ginadasa and the braking marker down there at turn 8. And somehow avoided the incident.
Very lucky.
It's a replay of what happened down in turn 1. Oh, a long way back for the Hovey and Campbell Ginetta, and that could have been massive.
In the early 90s?
1995 it was, on a very wet test day here. And this is what happened. So it's gone in. Actually looked more dramatic when we did see it in the end. He's pulled the car up nicely. This might be more. to the top of the screen there, so it's a big lose. Thankfully, those tyre barriers are there, arresting the Ferrari.
Last night he had that Ferrari, and then it was obviously Kevin Weeks right towards the end on that final lap that had that drama on the run from turn what was it, turn 8 all the way up to turn 9. So here we're on board with Max Twigg.
This is the onboard shots from the cars, not from our coverage. You can see the Weeks car getting turned in hard. He was taken off to Westmead Hospital last night, complaining of chest pains. Just a moment. Oh, such a big impact. Unfortunately, none of our cameras captured it last night. This is some of the in-car cameras. Key place to look at here. And that was the Aston Martin Miles having a spin down in that region also, and finds the tyre wall, though, not the concrete. That was on the previous lap, because there's the Walls car going through.
Tim Miles quite lucky there that he's found the tyre wall. That's, you know, obviously taken a lot of the stop out of that. Unfortunately, Tony Walls has got the big stop. He's got the concrete wall, but exactly the same problem. They get on the throttle there, and you're on that slippery part of the road. We've seen those McLarens, actually. All three McLarens have had the same problem at the same part of the track, and Tony Walls just missed the tyre bundle, unfortunately, which has torn the rear left off that car. But all three McLarens have had the same problem at the on screen. They haven't discovered the right racing lines yet. Around the outside, there goes Tony Quinn. Has had a spin now, and bang into the fence in that McLaren. That is a big hit, but that's come from not using.
The Ferrari 1-2 for a long time. The Darrell E. Sticks McLaren, super slow-mo shots. Just to get into though, didn't it?
Well, early on, he just peak out traffic out there about that time of day too. Well, you would be getting it.
Exactly.
A dirt bashing afternoon, isn't he?
Oh, no.
Oh,
and now
no,
Miedeke goes around.
Oh,
Keep off the wall.
Oh.
He's tapped the wall. The Aston Martin's got its first scar.
You got to love those.